Hi everyone. I wanted to show you how to do applique with the edges turned over, and I'm also going to show you towards the end of the video how to do applique with raw edges. So this is the I don't know if you remember the butterflies that I was doing, and so what you want to do first is create a little bit of a template for the wing, and then you place it on top of your cloth. And I find with applique, with the edges turned over, you want to work with a fabric that is quite lightweight. I would say something like a quilting weight, or just a little bit heavier, but not too heavy, because it makes it too thick when you start to turn them over. So you take your template and you trace around with a pencil or a pen. And I think you can sort of see that. So what you're going to do now is you're going to take the scissors and you're going to trim around, I would say about 1/4 of an inch from the pencil line that you've just drawn. So a lot of the times when you're turning things over, especially when you have things like curves, you want to cut sort of little slits so that it turns over nicely and stays flat and maintains the curve. You can do this while you're working, or you can do this ahead of time, which is what I'm doing now. Just around the curved parts. The straight parts, you don't really need to do it. Okay, so before you start, what you want to do is, if you like, you can pin this down, or you can just sort of hold it. And so the wings are going to join, so I'm going to make sure that my edge there is very close to the other wing. And I'm going to start on this side here. Let me just check my focus here. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to start by taking your needle and coming from the bottom. And you want to just tack it down a little bit there before you start turning the edges over. And I'm doing sort of like kind of like I guess a whip stitch. And I'm coming all the way through. So I'm not sure if you could see that. I'm coming right through the cloth, rather than doing like a blind stitch or anything like that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your you're going to use your pencil lines as a gauge for the shaping of your applique. So I usually kind of like to fold in the corner a little bit here, and I use the needle to do that, or my nail. And if you find that there's a little bit of too much bulk there because of the thickness of your fabric, then you can kind of trim a little bit. So I'm going to see if I can get away with just tucking it under. So there, you could see that it's tucked under. And then I'm going to take the needle and I'm going to go through the blue cloth and then come up and just sort of just take a tiny little bit of the yellow. That way you don't have so much of the stitch showing. And as you go, you can see I've turned it over. And when you're holding it down with your nail, I would kind of almost press it a little bit with your nail just to kind of flatten. And if you like to, you can kind of press these ahead of time if you want. but I find like that's too much extra work, so I usually just kind of, I find just holding it down with my nail works really well. And this type of decorative applique is a nice way to kind of mend a hole, or if it's something that you want to add as decoration on a shirt or something like that. That would work really, really well. And if a little bit of the pencil line is showing, I don't really mind, because it kind of almost adds like a little bit of detail, like a little outline or something around the piece. So if it does bother you, then I would use something that is washable. But it doesn't really bother me, so I'm okay with it. So when I go down with the needle, I'm actually going underneath the blue and then up through the yellow, and I'm doing pretty tiny stitches. And if you want to, you can also use a darker thread if you want to do show a little bit of that detail. And if you want to, you can also do like a running stitch around the edge, and that will work as a bit of an outline as well. And as I go around, I'm going to take my needle and just pull down the back of that fabric, just so that I can kind of get, and if you find that it's not curving the way you want it to, then you might need to cut a little bit more slits, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm not going to really bother. So I'm getting close to the end there, pushing it down with my needle. And what I'm going to do afterwards when I finish appliquing this is I'm going to add some embroidery details, which I'll try to film some of that and post that in my stories. I just thought if I showed you how to do embroidery on this, the video would be just too long. So now I'm getting to the end here, and there's a little bit of bulk, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and just cut a little bit of that off from the underside. And I'm just going to take the tip of my needle and just push it down, and that helps to kind of hold it in place. And I find just working in my hand like this is a nice way to do it. I don't like putting it in a hoop or anything because I find it harder to get my stitches in there. Okay. So I'm getting to the end now, so I'm just going to turn this over and just do a finishing knot. I usually like to do a couple. So you can see there, I have my pieces on. And what I'm going to do before I embroider it is I'm going to just iron it and flatten it out. And then I'll show you in my stories how I add the little details on the wings and the body with embroidery thread. So I'm going to show you now how to do applique with a raw edge. So what you're going to do is same idea. You're going to draw out the line. I'm just going to do a circle, so I don't need a template. Okay, and so then what I'm going to do is same thing. I'm going to cut about 1/4 of an inch all the way around. And the raw edge just gives it a different look, and it's quite nice, especially if you're layering and you don't have the bulk of the edge. So it really depends on what you're doing and how you want it to look. So I'm going to use a darker thread so that you could see what I'm doing. So I am going to stitch along that pencil line that I drew. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to start from the back so that my knot is in the back. What I'm going to do is back stitch. And I'm going to keep them pretty close. I would say about, you know, 1/4 of an inch or so. And my threads are doubled up just so that I get a thicker line. And you can do whatever shape you like. You can either stitch all the way around like this, or you could do sashiko stitches. So you can run some sashiko stitches across the whole surface. That would be a really nice way to kind of collage your fabric onto the cloth. So there's lots of possibilities of what you can do. So I'm going to go around, just add this on. And when you're doing this type of applique where the edges are raw, you can probably get away with a cloth that's a little bit heavier, and it won't be so difficult to add. And if you want to, you can also stitch this on with the sewing machine, but I always like the hand sewing look. It always gives it a really nice handmade quality. And I find if you're doing a back stitch for this type of applique, it just secures the cloth on a little bit better, because what I'm going to be showing you in a minute, once I finish stitching, is I'm going to rough up the edge a bit, just to kind of give it a little bit more personality. Okay, so I'm at my end here. So I'm gonna just do a little knot. My thread's a little bit short, so I'm just gonna tuck it under. Okay, so what you're gonna do now is you're gonna take your scissors and you're just gonna do little slits along the edge there. And then what you're going to do is take your nail and just pull at some of those threads, and if your nail isn't working too well, I find the needle works good too. So you take the needle And you can see it's kind of fraying the edge, and it's quite secure. I wouldn't really worry about it coming apart. And if you want to, another way that works well is if you wash it, it'll fray even more. This will work really well if you're adding this to a pair of jeans or something. I just like to kind of give it a little trim. Yeah, so you can see it's got a nice little edge now, and it just gives it a little bit of personality, I think. Okay, thank you for watching.